So today I'm going to teach my girlfriend how to play Magic the Gathering. So in Magic the Gathering, essentially we are spellcasters. So think of it like this, right? We're mages, duking it out. Everything we cast is essentially a spell, whether that's a creature, a sorcery, or a spell, or instant, enchantment. Like, it doesn't matter. It's all basically just spells.
Okay.
Each has a resource cost in the top right corner that costs the appropriate mana. If it's a number, that means it's a number of any kind. So this means it's one of any kind, and that means it's one mountain. It's color based. So your plains generate white mana, your islands generate blue, your swamps generate black mana, your mountains generate red, and your forests generate green. So the way to think about it, you put these lands down, and when it's your turn and you want to cast a spell and you want to generate the appropriate colored resource, you tap it. So you'll learn this thing called tap in Magic. It's when you turn to activate something, whether you're activating a land to generate mana of a specific kind, or you tap a monster to attack with it. So it'll make more sense as we go through with it. But for now, the most important thing is during each turn, you can play a land, and whenever you need to generate the resource, you just tap it by turning it.
Ooh, if you generate it, do you get to use it that turn?
You get to use it that turn, correct.
Okay.
And then at the next of each turn, you untap it. So you basically then can start with a fresh pool. Basically, the idea is your lands generate the mana. They're resources, right? To show you an example of like the spells you can cast, because remember I mentioned each spell, anything, whether it's a creature or a sorcery, it's essentially just a spell, right? You're a mage, you use your mana, and you cast a spell. So for example, right here, you can easily see what kind of spell it is by looking right there. So like that's a creature spell. This says instant, and this says sorcery. And you'll see they're all similar. They cost mana. So like, let's say at the beginning of my turn, like this is the turn order we're in, and these are my resources, and I just want to cast this spider. It's one of any kind because it's a number, and it's one green. So I know I can cast one of any kind. So I'll say I'll tap a mountain and I'll tap a forest, and that'll generate me one red and one green mana, and I can cast the canopy spider right here. Typically, you have your resources like at the bottom, and whatever your spell you're casting, you put it here.
Okay.
Now, one thing. So you asked, can you generate mana on the same turn you play a land? You can. However, and you can cast any spell on the turn as long as you have the mana. The one thing is sorceries, instants, enchantments, you can use them on the same turn, no problem. However, if you cast the creature spell, it enters the battle with something called summoning sickness. What that means is on the turn that you placed it, you can't attack in that same turn.
Okay.
You can defend with it though. So this is the probably most important part. When you bring a creature forth and it's in this upright state, this is actually how you block too. So when you go to attack, you have to tap it, which tells the opposite player, like, I'm declaring this to be an attacker. And then you have whatever creatures on your end. I know I have another one here. You can say, hey, I'm going to block with this one, and it stays upright. Just think of upright as a blocker and this as an attacker.
That's the opposite.
It's the opposite. And as we start, I will walk you through everything, and it's going to make more sense. At the bottom right of creature spells, you'll see basically their toughness and their might, I think, and their toughness, basically the damage they do and the defense they have. So left is damage, right is defense. Let's say I'm attacking you, and you choose that to be the blocker, because you have to declare. I have to declare during my turn, if I'm attacking, what I'm attacking with, and I can attack with whatever, as long as they don't have summoning sickness, however many I have. And you can declare the blockers and who they're going to block. In this case, let's say I'm declaring an attack with Canopy Spider. You're going to block with the whatever that is. I will do 1 damage, and you're going to defend 2. You also get to attack me back. So each turn, your blocker, whoever's attacking who, we both do damage, and then we both absorb it. In this case, I'm not going to do enough to kill you because you have 2 defense, I have 1 damage. You're actually going to do 3 damage back. I have 3 toughness. As long as you do equal to or greater than my toughness, I'm dead in this case.
Okay.
So that's how creatures work, basically. And as I've said, sorceries, you just play them as usual, assuming you still... So in this case, right, I cast that, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to summon this Canopy Spider. He can't attack on this turn. But I also want to cast Liliana's Triumph, which is an instant. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. If you control a Planeswalker... Wrong example, because we're not going to use Planeswalkers. Don't look at that. All right, let's say this is perfect, because this will work. Active Treason. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature. It gains haste until end of turn. All right, there's a lot of terms. But the main point I'm trying to say is I use 2 mana and I cast the spider. I still have enough mana left to use a sorcery still, because I can do 2 of any kind and a fire. So all that is to say is I can still like cast, right? During that turn. Now I don't have enough mana, I can't cast any other spells. The order is important. At the beginning of each turn, you're going to untap your mana so you can then regenerate resources. You're going to do upkeep. All that means is if there's something on a card or creature that says at the beginning of the turn, that's when your upkeep is. You're going to draw a card from your library. Then it's the main phase where you can generate resources to cast spells. You can, cast creatures or any spells. It doesn't matter, whatever you want to do. And then you're going to declare your attackers. You're going to declare your blockers. Then we do damage. That's the end of the attack damage phase. Then the second main phase.
She wants to play 2.
She does. She's like, wait, can we do 3 on 3? Or no, 1. How does that even work? It's like a death match. 1 for all. Okay, the main thing here is after we declare attackers, we block, we deal damage. There's technically still a second main phase. If you have any mana left, you can actually still summon creatures, cast spells, whatever you do in that second phase.
You can't attack.
Exactly, you can't attack. Then you end your turn. One thing important that I forgot to mention in the attack phase. I can't attack your creatures directly, right? So I can't be like, hey, I'm declaring Canopy Spider. I want to attack your... What is it?
You just say who you're going to attack with, and I choose who you actually
Yes. Technically, I can only attack you. So if you want to, you can choose not to declare a blocker, and I can just damage you, because maybe you're like, hey, I'm going to take the 1 damage. I'm not going to block. But on the next turn, he's not going to have a blocker because he already attacked, and I'm going to do 3 damage directly to him because he can't declare a blocker because he already used it. Because once I declare an attacker and I tap him, I can't untap him until my turn starts. But now on your turn, if you didn't block with him, fine, I'll do 1 damage to you directly. But then on the next turn, I can't block because it's your turn. You can do 3 damage to me. One thing I forgot to mention, we each started with 20 life. I think in Yu-Gi-Oh! It was like 2,000 or something like that.
Yeah, generally.
2 billion? All right, what's your poison here? Like, which one of these look cool?
This one.
Damn it. Fucking knew it because it's metal. I'm going to go green. So that little symbol means it's 20. By the way, if I'm fucking any of this up, it's been like years. I used to play Magic, like for context, when I was very young, like 2 decades ago. Didn't pick it up until like 2018. So all these cards here, my buddy and I were playing when I moved to Arizona, and I haven't played in years. So I actually had to go through the old Spellslinger guidebook and Spellslinger, slinging Spellslinger, and all this stuff to relearn on my own. So hopefully I'm doing a decent enough job.
So just to clarify, so say you attacked me.
Yep.
And your card is tapped. So once your card is tapped, you can no longer use that as a blocker.
Yes.
Okay. And then these, when you use them, because they're not actually a creature, do they just immediately, once you use them, they go?
Exactly. So there's their notion of permanence, which I believe a creature, like something like an enchantment, which I do have here, or a creature are called permanents until they're discarded. So one thing I actually forgot to mention, I mentioned sorceries, right? I use them during my turn, and then they go to the library, but I can only use them during my turn. Instant, if it says instant, like this one, I can use them during your turn and at any point. This is important to remember. When I say at any point, I mean at any point. So like right here, I'm declaring my attacker. Then you can see you're declaring your blockers.
Okay.
Then we go into damage where we do the damage. All right, we're back from some slight technical difficulties. So the last thing I think I was telling you about is enchantments, right? And the instants. No, it was instants, and the importance of doing them during certain phases. So this is an easy way for you to remember like the exact phase. So here's why instants are important and the timing of it. Like I said, let's say in this example, I declared attack with Canopy Spider. And you're like, oh, this little bitch only does... Fuck, not the best example. That's fine. He only does 1 damage. I can block, declare it to block with him, because he won't be able to kill me and I'll be able to kill him back. So I declared my attacker, you declared your blocker, then technically the next phase is damage where we duke it out. But I can say, hey, after you're blocking, before we go to damage, I'm going to play this instant because I have 1 forest to summon him. And it says put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control, untap that creature. Oh, fuck. Okay. And actually, in this case, this wouldn't help me. This would be good for a different example. But just imagine it doesn't say that last part on tap.
Mhm.
And imagine it's actually a +2/+2 counter. Here's what counters are. They're basically like buffs, right? And I don't remember if there's debuffs. But just humor me and imagine that says put a 2/2 counter. What that means is now this does 3 damage and 5 defense. You already declared your blocker because you looked and you're like, oh, I can murder him. But before the damage phase, I waited because I knew that was the right moment. I used 1 forest and I have a 2/2 counter. So now he has 3 damage and 5 defense. So you're not going to be able to kill me because I have 5 defense and I can kill you now. Bam. So that's the importance of instant. It means literally at any phase, and it's good to keep in mind like to play your cards right.
Mm-hmm.
You know when to do it. One other important thing I believe I forgot to omit because I think it's different in Yu-Gi-Oh. Let's just say you're attacking me and I'm blocking. Technically, you do 3 damage. Again, shitty example because I have 3 defense. Imagine I had 1 defense. You do 3 damage. You have 2 left over, right? Because you're like, oh, well, he has 1 defense. I have 3 damage. 2 must carry through and go to me. I put this at 18. No. Unlike Yu-Gi-Oh, damage doesn't roll through. So if I block, even if I have 1 defense, you do 5 damage, I block it all. Unless a creature has something that says trample. In that case, it would go through. Okay. So here's what's going to help you too, and we're going to keep this handy. Usually it says if a creature has something, like for example, if your creature has flying and I don't have a flying creature, you can literally attack me directly because my ground creature can't block you. But see, the spider says reach. This creature can block creatures with flying. So they'll have like special effects. And right here, we'll keep this handy. Was it not this one? I thought
Are you talking about this one?
Yeah, that one. So if you go to the last page, it shows all the different, and then the page before that, all the different effects they can have. The game is pretty good at showing you what they are, but if you need more clarifications, we can go to that as well.
Okay.
And the last type of spell that I forgot is an enchantment. So instant, you use them, they go in the graveyard. Sorcery, you use it, they go in the graveyard. Again, sorcery during your turn, instant at any point in the game. Enchantment. So I'll use, 1 of any kind and 1 fire. You can only play during your turn. Again, instant is the only one you can play at any time. So I use an enchantment, and it says enchant creature. And usually, you as an enchantment, and if you're enchanting a creature, you put it underneath. Enchanted creature gets 2/2 and can't block. So that means, I put there are debuffs because look, -1.
I was gonna say I saw that earlier.
Yep. So that's good to know. So +1/+1. So now this buddy, if I can actually find the positive ones, gets 3 damage, 5, but I can't block with him anymore.
Okay.
But it's permanent, and it only goes away if you defeat my creature that it's attached. It's like a buff.
And so this one is like the one you were talking about where you would have to use the green for it because it doesn't have a number next to it.
Exactly. It just means it costs 1 green mana. So the lands are your think of the lands. They even say basic land. You can cast one at the beginning of each turn up to however many you can have, and they generate mana when you tap them. So they're called lands because they're your generators. So you got your forest land, your mountain land, your swamp land. Plains is like a white symbol, and then you have island, which is like a water drop. And then they generate the colored. So red, green, it's in there as well. The color is like, I'm probably overcomplicating it.
So,
but yeah.
Once you've placed 5,
mm-hmm.
Is that your limit?
No, it's as many as you can. Literally, yeah. There's no limit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as the game goes on, you'll have more and more to pull from.
And that actually leads us perfectly into the next step of what I'm talking about. So I'm going to leave some of the counters here, and we have our 2 dice that we're going to put starting at 20, which is our life points. You got your metal one there. So like I have some shit here, like different decks. I don't even know. These ones right here. So these, I think, is stuff that I'm like working on building different decks with. They're kind of all over the place. Mm-hmm. So we're not going to use these. And these are what's called planeswalkers. I'm not going to cover that today. Just to keep it simple, we're not going to use these, but we do have Vivian, Chandra, and Soren. At some point, we can play with these. They just add an extra layer to it. Instead, what we're going to do is play with these two. All right, so these are pre-built 60 card decks. I'll let you choose. I'll show you what they are. We got the Demir one. You get it? Wait, you don't even know. I think
I don't even know. Red is winner.
oh, I'm actually glad because I kind of wanted this one. So, do you even want me to tell you kind of what they're about, or you just want?
Nah.
Okay. The only thing I'll say is the makeup. So, like the way they did it, I don't think you have to follow this rule, but they have 24 lands, 17 creatures, and 19 other spells, which are all the other ones, enchantments, instants. So that's kind of the makeup how they did it. I don't know in the official guidebook if you have to have a limit or max, but this is the way they did it.
Okay.
So with that said, also if you want, you can keep that. It just reminds you. I mean, this does the same thing, but so you can look through the checklist when it's your turn. So with that said, let's open our decks.
Hello? Why are some of these in...
So because some of these are called token cards or token creature, which all it means, I believe, is if a spell says put like a copy token or something down, you will. Honestly, I don't even remember. For now, just put them on the side. I am just as lost as you because it's been a while. And if we need them, let's put them. Yeah, exactly. And then go ahead and shuffle your deck because there's still 60 cards, and then these don't count towards the cards because they're like tokens or something. I don't even know. Yeah, I'm just a shit at shuffling. So, all right. The fuck is this?
That's the one you left out.
Oh, okay. So he's not part of this.
In these ones.
Oh, you get that shit out of here. Okay. Okay. So now we got good shuffling going on. Okay, do this. So you draw 7 cards. 7. Okay, we'll keep it simple, but I'll tell you what a mulligan is. Are you familiar with that term?
Not in Magic, but I assume it's somewhat similar.
Yeah, it's basically if you're not happy with your 7 cards, you reshuffle the deck and you pick 6. If you're not happy, you reshuffle and you pick 5. And if you're not happy, you can reshuffle. If you're not happy with your hand, you have the option to reshuffle, but you lose a card each time.
Okay.
And then if you do decide to mulligan, you also have the option of looking at the top of your deck. If you like it, you put it back down. If not, you put it at the bottom of your deck. To keep it simple, we're not going to do that.
Okay.
All right, so you look at your hand. You have 7 cards. We each start with 20 life. Would you like to go first? Fuck, this is not good. I shuffled, not great. Or do you want to go first?
I guess.
Technically, we're supposed to roll
confused.
for it. Technically, we're supposed to roll. So to follow the spirit of it, let's go ahead and just roll, and whoever goes higher. Okay, so yeah. I knew it was going to happen, so. Okay, you can ask me. It's not that serious. So what's up?
So, like, what does it mean if they have a bunch of different ones up in the corner?
Can I? Okay, technically.
Like that.
Oh, it just means one of any kind, 1 blue and 1 red.
Okay.
Yeah, so if it has a number, it just means it's of any kind. And if it's a color, it has to be that type, and you count it as the number of colors. So that means 1 of any kind of mana, and then 1 blue and 1 red.
So it takes 3?
It takes 3 total, correct.
What if it has, like, multiple? Like, it has, like, 2 islands and fire, or whatever the red one is.
Do you want to just show me the top right real quick? Just the resource cost or whatever? Yeah, so that means... What the fuck? Oh my god. Okay, can you just put that right here so we can see it in the camera? It's fine. I don't know what that means. Oh, yes, we do. It literally, I think, says draw X cards. Choose 1, draw X cards, invoke. I think that means you, depending on how many... So it's going to require 2 blues and 1 red no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
And then for as many as you want to put of any other kinds, when you draw, you also draw X cards. So I think you put them in... Oh, no, you choose 1. So you can put 1. You need at least 1, I believe. Does it say that though? Draw X cards. No, I think it's 0 up to... I'm reading that as 0 up to however many you want. So it means it's not going to be there because I already read the whole thing. No, I guarantee you what this means is you need 2 blues, 1 red, and then however many you have left that you're willing to tap, you choose one of these 2 effects. You either So think about
So
it.
if I have like 3 extra, I can
You can
choose
draw
to draw 3 cards,
or invoke this that deals this much damage to any target when you put them on the board. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. See, I forgot. There's like newer stuff with the newer decks as well. So,
Okay.
but it says X. I believe that means 0 as well. I don't think it's mandatory that you put at least 1 because it would have said, I think. So in that case, I'm going with 0 or more. If I'm wrong, someone please correct me. All
Okay.
right. So if you want to get your little fried mind guy back, fire mind.
Sure. Okay.
All right, so you go first.
So
Remember, if you're ever lost, you can just look at your turn order. But typically, on your first turn, you don't really have an option but to cast land.
and you can only do 1, right?
1 per turn,
Per
correct?
turn. Okay. So I just put.
Oh, and I think you draw technically because it's 7, but the first step is on tap, upkeep, and draw. So you actually do draw, I think, starting with this turn.
Okay.
Yep.
So I put down whatever land I want.
Cool. And that's
pretty much all I can do.
Yep. So then you're declaring you're into your turn. My turn. I don't have anything on tap or upkeep, so I'm going to draw. And I'm going to play my Demir Guildgate. This one's kind of cool because you can see it says tap, add water, or add blue or black. So they're making them now where you can even have like, yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty much all I got.
So it's like multi-purpose land.
Multi-purpose, but it's still only one or the other. But yeah,
Yeah.
you got options.
Okay, so drew and put land.
Cool.
Oh, okay. So I think this is kind of like what you were just talking about too. It's like this is like a land.
Just show me oh, is it just a land?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So this could be
exactly
red or blue.
One thing to keep in mind: all that extra, sometimes flavor text. Usually, if it's italicized, it's just flavor. It's just for like lore. But that looked like it wasn't, right?
No.
So what did it say?
Here.
Boilerworks enter the battlefield tapped. Okay, so that means it enters tapped, literally.
Okay.
And that means when it enters the battlefield, return a land you control to its owner's hand. Wait. Return a land you control to you. Oh, yeah. So if you do that one, that means
I have to take one of these back.
you do, and then that generates a red or blue because it enters tapped.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That's kind of weird that it did that, but yeah.
So if it says 1 and then has multiple different, I
You
just have to choose one
exactly.
of them. Okay.
Yeah, I think it should say or, right? I think.
Well, I mean.
Oh. Wait. Yeah, mine says or. It says tap, add blue or black. Does yours say or?
What?
On your thing? At the
No.
bottom? Can I see?
It says both.
Oh, so you do get 2. Okay. So that's why I'm like, this seems kind of shit. No. So it enters
So basically, it taps. I take one of these out, but now I have 2 here.
Exactly. But just to show you what I mean, like mine, see right here, this one, or this one, see? It doesn't enter tapped. It just says when I tap it, add blue or black.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. Okay. Cool. So then, yep.
Okay. So I can basically, if I had like one that required 2,
You
blue
can-
and red, I could use just that one for both of them.
Exactly.
Okay. So then.
Yeah. Posture check. All right. All right.
Okay. So. Oh, that's an instant. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
JK.
Hazy's like, what the fuck?
She's like, I wanted to come outside, but I wanted you to come with me.
We can probably let her in a sec. She's like, all right, I get it. I won't yell.
So if it says does damage to a target creature, and you know how many creatures I can't use that one?
Yeah, I would not use that one.
Okay.
And it says target creature, so it's not like you see, the wording is very important because if it said or player, then that would be a great one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's specific. It says deals damage to.
And did you remember
creature.
to draw on your second turn as well?
Yes, I did.
Okay, cool. Yeah, exactly. So that's why the wording. Usually the wording like is pretty clear, but.
So there's nothing to stop me from using an instant, just like
No.
whatever.
No.
Okay.
Are you about to fuck me up?
No. Okay. I am done.
All right. So then I draw. Now, one thing it didn't mention, I think in some games you have to discard if you're at like max, but it didn't mention that anywhere. So I think it's just
You can just have as many.
exactly.
Okay.
So I'm gonna play, I guess, a swamp, and then I'm see if I have anything.
So, real quick. So if
Mhm.
you have an instant that requires these, can I tap it at the time I play the instant, or does it
Yeah.
already need to be tapped?
No. So as long as you have untapped ones and you can generate the mana for it, you can play the instant at any point. But let's say it's already tapped and you don't have the cost to do it, then you just can't play.
Okay, so can I just use this just so I can make sure I'm understanding
Yeah.
this right?
Yep.
Okay, so this one is an instant.
Oh,
it says the target player draws 2 cards.
But you don't have enough, babe.
What?
It's one of any kind, 1 blue and 1 red.
That's not what this said.
No, that absolutely is what it is. Unless I'm crazy, but yeah.
No.
What did it say?
It says to cast a spell, you must pay its mana cost, located in the upper right hand corner by tapping land to make sure the amount of type, which if you were casting charging Monstrosor, which costs 4 fire, you could tap 4 basic lands of any type to pay plus 1 mountain to pay. So, wait, hold on.
Sure. Let me. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind.
You're good. But no. Yeah, that's
Okay.
definitely also.
I
counts.
thought it was saying like you had to choose one, and it could be
Oh,
either of
no,
these types.
it's additive for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Then
I don't even know what you played. So
never mind.
wait. So is this still my turn?
Yes.
Okay. So let me see. Can I do anything here? I can't do shit. So that's it for me.
Okay, so I'm gonna do. So you said this one enters tapped,
Correct.
but I have to remove one of these.
Yep. When it says remove, does it say back to your hand or the graveyard? Back
To its
to
owner's hand.
Okay. Yeah. So it just goes back. Then yeah, you add 1.
So now I have 2 blue and a red.
Yeah. I guess what's interesting is, are you just supposed to keep a mental note of that?
What do you mean? 1 blue, 1 red.
Yeah, but you don't see it physically. So do we just? I know you have 3. I just don't see them. So we're just supposed to keep a mental note.
What do you mean you don't see 3? There's.
That's okay. I meant there's no token for it. It's just there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And then. Oh, I should have done the other one. Damn it.
That's okay.
But I could use this. Well, not technically, but I feel like now I want to save it.
Yeah. Save it. For it'll be the last card you'll ever play.
I should have kept the mountain down instead.
You know, technically you're not supposed to, but
No.
you're gonna stay by the
I'm
rules.
gonna stay by the
goodness.
rules. I'm gonna do it right.
All right.
Okay.
So are you doing anything, or is that it?
That's it.
Which makes me wonder then. Oh, okay. So on the next turn, you can always just tap it and re-get those 2. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So my turn. I'm gonna draw. Jesus Christ! Can I please have anything I can cast? Everything I'm drawing requires so much shit.
Me too. We didn't shuffle very well.
No, that was garbage shuffling. I'm like, did I even shuffle? Okay.
Oh, now I can use this though, right?
Oh shit.
Because now I have
No. Oh wait. Yeah,
a
because you
blue,
still.
a red, and then a third one here.
Yeah, what's tripping me up is it says tap, add those. So I guess that's what I meant by mental note. Now you have to use it. You have to technically tap it because you added a blue and red, but I don't see them because you're gonna have to tap this one and the other 2. But I'll just keep a mental note that that's what you're doing. It's just kind of weird if what I'm saying is even making sense.
No, it's not.
Okay.
But anyway, so the target player draws 2 cards. So you
The
draw
fuck?
2 cards.
I don't like this.
And then
Oh, thank
the
you.
cerebral vortex deals damage to that player equal to the number of cards they've drawn this turn. So that means you take 3 damage.
It does. What the fuck? They love me. Okay. And then yeah, you just graveyard. Yep. Well done. You just played that. What was I doing? I drew. And I played that, right?
Yes.
But you actually helped me because
now you have something to put down.
No, because they're not even fucking creatures. So. Although, hold on a sec. No, I can't cast that. Why is all this? Why does all this take so much? Okay, just give me a sec here, right?
I see what you were saying now. Because if I had tapped those for something else,
You then couldn't.
how would you? Okay, yeah. So
Yeah,
you would just
so
have to
it's
keep a mental note.
exactly. Okay, so let's see. Well, what the fuck? What the fuck? You know what? I think I'm gonna just do this thing. Okay. Fine. So I'm gonna tap one of any kind and then one blue. I'm gonna do. Is this the right thing to do? Hold on, I didn't play it yet. I still have time.
You tap one, tap one, tap.
Okay. Where was the other thing? Oh, this is the other thing I was looking at. I'm just gonna do this sorcery. Fuck it. So it's still the same. It's one of any kind. And actually, what's interesting is, so you can see this split one means blue or black. If you ever see that.
Okay.
So this is a new. I'm gonna cast this sorcery called Discovery. It says Surveil 2, then draw a card. To Surveil 2, look at the top 2 cards of your library. So I'm gonna do that. Okay. And put any number of them into your graveyard, and the rest on top of your library in any order. I fucking needed both of these, but that's okay. I'm gonna put that. That didn't help me at all. Like that literally was completely worthless. Did I read that right? Put any number of them in your graveyard and the rest on top of your library. Well, that's just great. I needed my land, but that's fine. So, and then I can't do anything because realistically I only have one thing.
Why
so
aren't
that's.
you using your graveyard?
Oh, that was my bad. Sorry, tokens. It just looked like there was already graveyardy things there.
You
Okay.
silly.
Just a little bit. No, that doesn't count. It's 17. All right,
Counts. All right, my turn.
Yeah, do you want to let AZ in? She's looking like she's like, please.
Yeah. Okay. Use you, ma'am. Get out of there.
And now stay away. Oh. Just.
She's gonna crawl under and lay down
Okay.
at my feet. Okay.
Beautiful.
All right. So then. Okay. So that's gonna go in.
Oh, you're doing this bullshit again? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
And then I'm gonna
I
tap
can't
that one
believe
too.
that didn't help me. That was literally the worst card I could have played.
And then do I want that one or do I want? That's not good. I don't want that.
Nah, you don't want that.
And then they go in this way, right?
Yes, and
Okay.
they enter with.
And it can't attack on the first one.
Yep, the summoning sickness.
Okay.
They can block though, so not that I'm attacking or anything.
Okay. I guess I didn't. Oh yeah, I did. So that was a
2
red, and then 2, which I could do as
do you still
either
have
way.
something left over?
No, I think that is gonna do it.
That's it?
Yeah.
All right. My turn?
Mm-hmm.
So untap first, then draw. Oh, geez, I already know what this is because I fucking discarded the wrong thing. I discarded the land. This isn't a land. This is an artifact, which I forgot to tell you, just to show you because it's a new card. This is an artifact, and I'm guessing you also just play it during your turn. It costs 1 of any kind, and then I tap it, and I can add 1 of these 2 mana.
Oh, okay.
Just to show you. And I thought this was a land. I literally just discarded what I needed. I don't have any other lands. I literally can't fucking cast anything. I would have if I had that land. Okay, so I kind of screwed myself. No, you know what? I'm going to play this time. So, okay, here's what's happening. I'm going to do 1 of any kind, and then tap this to do 1 blue. I'm going to cast this instant, telling time. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, because, dear Lord, I need help. Okay, put 1 of those cards in your hand. Well, shit. All of this is really good. You know what, though?
What? So what is this one?
That's fine. I'm going to put this in my... So what is it saying? Put 1 in my hand, and then 1 where?
1 on top of your library, and 1 on the bottom of your library.
That's fine. So I'll do this one on the top of my library. Yeah. And this at the bottom of the library?
Yeah.
Okay. And then that goes into the graveyard, and I believe that's all I can do, so I end my turn. It'd probably make more sense if we kind of show in our hand. but whatever.
Okay, and since he's already down, I don't need to use. Do I need to? Okay,
No, you're good.
that's only for
Oh
placing
shit!
cards.
I just realized the problem.
um,
You wouldn't, would you?
I wouldn't dare.
You would.
And then I played this one, the Wee Dragonauts.
Oh my god.
And then, so I can turn this one to attack.
Does how
and I
much?
can
2?
attack you directly,
Yep.
right?
I'm going down to 15.
And then I can't use him to defend now.
If during my turn, not that
Okay.
I could attack. I already
Well-
have no creatures. But
well, yeah,
but
but-
yes, correct. All right. Anything else? Any other damage you can do this turn?
Maybe.
My god, that deck is way better. What the fuck? This deck sucks. You literally have fucking resources that can generate 2. You literally can. Okay. Anyways, is that it?
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna tap. I'm gonna.
But each time I'm putting one of those, I have to take one of these
I forgot.
back.
So it's kind of a tricky. Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus, you didn't shit. Okay. I'm gonna play an island. Can I please do anything? For the love of God. Why does everything cost so much?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no. I got some stuff cooking. Don't worry about it.
Super worried.
Okay, so question is, damn. Hold on a sec. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this guy for now. I think, right? Yeah. So I'll do 2. I'll do a blue and a blue, right? Blue, and then I'll choose in a blue.
Okay.
And then black, and then I'll do another black here. And I'm going to get my Nightveil Predator out.
Goodness.
Goodness.
Okay.
And wait, is that it? That's it, yeah. I can't do anything else.
Okay, so this one has like actions within it that I can do. So I would have to use this to place him and then use more to actually use
like
an
it.
effect.
Yeah, but it's just going back to your hand. So is it that bad? I mean, you're always just, the mana's still back in your hand, or the land, but whatever.
Well, yeah. It just clears up the board a little bit.
Sure.
Mm.
Yeah, you draw 2 cards either way. I know why, babe. So look, you're drawing 2 cards, then you're like, oh, I'm going to do Jumpstart. You're exiling this one, but if you have one of these from your graveyard, you can cast this card from your graveyard again by discarding a card, but you can then draw another 2 cards, right? Because you're recasting it. So you instantly have 4 cards now. It's just now this one's permanently out of the game. So that's the benefit. You get to draw 4 cards, essentially.
Sure. Okay.
It's kind of a complicated one, and hopefully I'm understanding it right.
All right, so I'm going to use this instant, which deals 4 damage to any target and 2 damage to me.
Holy shit. Did you seriously just... Why are you doing this to me? Oh my god. Okay, so I'm guessing you're killing my flying? Or are you doing it to me?
Yeah, let's go... No, to you.
Gee, thanks. So I'm down to 11?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for that.
And
then you take 2 damage, you said?
Yes, which I just did.
Okay.
That gives this one...
What?
Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, your drawing X gets +2 until the end of the turn.
Oh, and you can... Okay.
And then...
Shit.
And then this. So that was these 2. So I used 1 blue and 2 red.
I'm getting wrecked.
And then I'm going to use this one with these 2. So I've got blue and red, and then
Yep.
1 extra one.
Yep.
So it deals damage to a target creature equal to the total number of instant and sorcery cards I have in exile or my graveyard, which I have 2.
Okay.
So if you damage that one.
That's not going to kill it, though. So is there any reason? I'm just wondering why you're trying to do 2 damage to it when it's not enough to kill it? Or do you want to do it to me instead?
Oh, I forgot to tap that. No, because it says to a target creature. I have to attack a creature.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. So...
Which I think then also gives me an additional...
Oh, shit. Right, it does. Okay. Got it.
So then I'm going to attack your creature with...
No, you remember, you can't attack. You can only attack me directly. I can choose to defend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But what do you want to do? Do you want to attack with any of them or no? I can't remember. Did you summon them this turn or before?
The last turn.
Okay, so do you want to choose to attack with any or no? Because are the counters until the end of the turn or permanent? That's something you
Until
want to keep.
end of turn.
So do you want to attack or not? Because if you don't, this turn they're gone. The
I
next.
know. I can attack with anything I have on the board, right?
Yeah, one or both, and then
Okay.
I have to choose to defend or not. So think about it. I can either defend or not, but I'm gonna be taking 5. You have 7 total damage if you want to attack with both, or and
But
then
you only have 1 health left on him.
exactly.
Yeah.
So go ahead. So basically, do you want to attack with both or with one?
Yes. But you have to choose, right?
I do have to choose.
So are you going to choose a blocker for this one?
You have to declare both at the same
Oh.
time. You can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna attack, and then we do the phase, and then I'm gonna attack. Yeah, in your
okay.
attack phase, you have to.
So if I attack with more than one, then you get to choose your blockers accordingly.
Exactly.
Okay.
And one thing I actually forgot to mention, you can technically block the same creature with multiple.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
If it has enough.
If it has
defense.
enough, and then I get to decide who to counterattack first.
Mm-hmm.
If we get to the scenario, I'll show you. But for now, yeah, you basically, it's your turn. You can choose your attackers, but you have to choose one or multiple during. You don't get to then go back and like.
So I'm gonna take a wild guess. So you're gonna block this.
Why would I do that? Because if I choose not to, you're gonna do a combined 7 damage to me, right? I'm gonna be down to 6 health. Is that right? 5 health, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Is that math right? Or 4 health? I'm gonna have 4 health left. But then I can attack you next. But at 4, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna block that.
But you can't attack me, can you? Because that one's gonna die immediately.
No, I'm saying if I choose not to block, then just take all the damage, and then the next turn you can't block.
Okay.
But that would be dumb. So yeah, I'm gonna choose to block that because at least I can mitigate the 5. And I actually, I can't kill you back because you have fucking.
It's only attack that this has.
Oh, is it?
But,
so I do kill you back.
Wait, can you though? Can you counterattack if you die?
Yes, because we still deal damage during the same turn. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so damage is dealt simultaneously.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So we both die in this case.
Okay.
So we both die. Okay, that's good to know because I thought it was damage and defense.
No, there wasn't a way to do.
Yeah. No, so damage. So when you I declare my attacker and your blockers, it's simultaneous like damage.
Oh, okay.
And then I take 2 more damage, so I'm down to 9. Right here. Is that 6 or 9?
I read that right? Because it says +2/+0.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't see that. Is this the 9? Yeah, this is the 9. And then I think you get a. Oh no, you don't, because I'm not attacking. I'm tripping. So is that it? All right.
Yeah.
My God. Okay, we can still salvage this, maybe, but probably not. Okay, so I just do not have. The problem is, what really fucked me is discarding that 1 land when I didn't realize I kept the artifact, because I would have had way more options.
Mm-hmm.
So that really screwed me very early on. So I honestly don't have a lot of options, because you have a shit ton of mana and probably more spells, so I can't even cast that. I can't cast these, so I'm gonna put the ones I can't cast at the front. I mean, I guess all I can really do is just summon this guy. So 1 blue, 1 blue, 1 black, 1 black. This guy, Lazav, the Mere Mastermind.
Is it just flavor text, or does he have an effect?
No, so he's hexproof. I believe there is something about hexproof in here. Death Touch, Lifelink. Oh my God. I swear I saw hexproof somewhere here. Let me see. Hexproof. A creature with hexproof can't be the target of spells or abilities your opponent control, including our spells. Your spells and abilities can still target it. So you can't use any spells on it.
Oh, I forgot. This one, whenever I cast instant or sorcery spell, he deals 2 damage to each opponent.
So you take 2 and me 2?
Huh? No, it says whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, it deals 2 damage to each opponent.
Yeah, we're both opponents. Yeah, babe, we're definitely. How are you not an opponent?
What do you mean? Because I'm myself. An opponent is somebody that
No, but it says to
opposes
each.
you.
I promise you that's reading that we each take 2 damage. There's no way that's not what it means.
But you can have more than 1 opponent. Can't you have like 4 person.
You might
Magic
be
games?
right, but that would be, maybe you're right. No, you're right. You're not an opponent. I'm tripping out.
That would say each player.
Yeah, you're right. No, I was not thinking right. So yeah, that's definitely
I actually cast 2 in the last round.
okay. So I'm down to 5.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you. Technically, I should know you do that, but that's okay.
I was gonna say the same thing. I was like, do you want to just
Should
keep it at
we?
9?
So I can
Yeah.
have a chance here. Thank you, because I'm getting absolutely wrecked.
Okay.
But no, you're right. It would have said player, not opponent.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a strong card. Okay, so that's it for me.
Okay.
The other thing this card says is when a creature card is put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere. So like, if you use something that puts it for whatever reason, if you need it, or I kill your creature or use a spell, you may have Lazar Mastermind become a copy of that card, except its name is Lazar Mastermind. It's legendary in addition to its other types, and it has hexproof and this ability. So I can always just, because I'm a shapeshifter.
Okay.
So all that you need to know is if he lives, because I have a feeling you're about to kill him, I can basically be a shapeshifter or something.
Okay.
My God, have mercy.
Um.
Oh my God, I'm sweating. And here I was thinking you're gonna like this because it's the more gothic, like evil subterfuge.
But I
agent.
liked the cartoony and anime.
That's true. That's
Yu-Gi-Oh.
more like the creature and goblin deck, but I guess that makes sense too.
Okay, I'm gonna play this one.
Yay!
Using this Boilerworks that I just put down. So he's 1 blue, 1 red.
Okay.
And then, oh right, I forgot to untap him. I'm gonna use this instant to draw 2 cards.
Okay.
So I used 3, and then the blue.
Got it.
And then, whenever I cast an instant or sorcery spell, he deals 2 damage.
Oh my God, you're relentless.
Sorry.
But do you see the synergy that you can have?
Yeah.
It's very nice.
I fucked something up early in the game because I used an instant, and then I realized I had that, and I was like, I should have played him first, and then done the instant.
Yeah.
And then.
Oh, and that's a creature. I didn't even realize. Okay, that's quite a spell to have. I almost think I should have blocked that asshole instead. And see, this is why it's important to also
look and see the different effects.
I didn't even
because he's doing more long-term damage.
He is, absolutely. I would have taken literally just 3 extra damage, but now I took like 4.
Yeah.
And if you did it right the first time, I'd probably almost be dead, honestly. So that's the importance of looking at the whatever.
And I think I'm gonna end it there.
Oh, thank you. That's it. You don't got any? You sure?
Are you sure?
Okay. Untap. Draw. Fucking absolutely. This card takes 7 to cast. My hand is 7, 5, 5, 5.
I mean, the one
Most
in
of
my
my
hand
hand
takes 13.
But you have
so
Jesus Christ, that's quite a bit. I honestly don't even know what to do. This was such a bad draw. Like, I don't even know what I can realistically do. Okay, it usually says. Usually I think it's I don't know if it says legendary or if they're talking. No, because that's mythic. Yeah, so you don't have one, right?
No, not out.
Okay, but I do. I mean, shit. At this point. Okay, so what's your little whatever that thing is to your right do?
This one?
Yeah. Can you read me the?
So there's 2 different ones I can do. So one of them is I can draw a card, then discard a card, and then the other one is copy a target instant or sorcery spell you control, and then I can choose a new target for the copy.
Jeez. Okay, I'm just gonna read the bottom part. Copy target instant or sorcery spell. Oh, you control. Okay.
Yeah, so it'd be something that I already have out.
Okay, I have not choice. Your little asshole's doing too much, so I'm just gonna cast 3 of any kind, 1 black. It's an instant. It would have cost 2 less to cast if it targets a legendary creature. It doesn't. Destroy target creature, so I'm gonna kill that asshole.
How?
Good riddance. Then surveil 2. So look at the top 2 cards of your library, and then put any number in your graveyard and the rest on top of your library in your order. I think I'm going to put, so it says what? Put Any number in the graveyard and the rest on top of your library. So I'm going to put this on top and this in the graveyard, right? Yeah. Okay, and that's pretty much all I have. So yeah, I guess that's it for me.
You gonna attack or anything?
Oh shit, yeah. You're a little too eager. Why you want me to attack, huh?
It's the first time you've actually had a creature on the board in a while. Don't worry
How many
about
cards do you have?
it. This many.
5?
Yeah.
I fucking know you're up to something. And yet
I would never be up to anything ever in my life.
no. I'm not gonna attack. Okay, hold on. You can choose to just let me damage you, but then you can attack me back with that asshole. Or you might literally have something that destroys it. So no, I'm not gonna attack. I'm not buying your bullshit.
Okay.
I hope that's the right choice. Did I follow your plans? Or did I just fuck myself really bad?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. My goodness.
Okay. So he's. I need 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I'll put him down.
So you cast 4 somethings, okay?
Yeah. So 1 red, blue, red.
Gotcha. Okay. Does he? Okay. He
Um,
has trample. By the way, trample. That's funny. He has trample, but he does no damage. So trample is the one way any additional damage beyond blocking goes to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know that?
I know.
Oh, what else does it say? Whenever you have an instant sorcery, erratic side flop, whenever you cast gets plus X until where X is that spell's converted mana cost. I don't like that. Meow! You're scaring me.
And then this is 2 to draw a card, and then discard a card. That was not a helpful card. I don't need that right now.
Got it. Is that a land?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I'm sorry, suffering from success here. You have too many lands. I literally am dying for a fucking land, and you're like, trash. I have too much.
Too much land.
Monopoly bullshit over here. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so what's happening? Is that it?
Yep.
You're not attacking?
Oh, right.
No, fuck, wait. Please, give me a chance. Do you want to end it that quick to have 7 health? Or do you want to give your boy a chance for a comeback? Well, you can't attack with that guy anyway. So.
No, I can't.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll attack with him.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, do I block and kill him? But no, that's fine. Yeah, I can't block because I can still attack. I feel like you have something up your sleeve. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna block.
Okay.
So he's dead. Do you get something for him being dead?
No.
So why would you do that?
Don't worry about it.
Are you like? Okay. Do you have something like for X number of cards in your graveyard? You're just gonna annihilate? Okay. Is that it?
Uh-huh.
All right. My God. Yeah, is that water good over there? Just like delicious. Okay. Again, I can't cast shit.
Hello?
That's okay. We'll fill it after. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Easy. Relax. You go out.
I got it, babe. Okay. I got it. Did I draw? I did. I'm literally looking at the card I drew. So 1 blue, 1 black. I'm going to play an instant. Dimir Charm. Choose 1. There's several, but I'm going to choose destroy target creature power 2 or less, which is that one.
Okay, what is it? Sorry.
I'm choosing the second one.
How fucking dare.
You have so much health. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and attack and do 3 damage. 2 down to 15. And can I do anything? I do, actually. I have one thing I can do. Because it's my second main phase. So I'm going to do 1 black to do Summon a Defender, which is a creature, no attack, but 3 defense. When Barrier of Bones enters the battlefield, surveil 1. Look at the top of your library. You might put that card you may put that card into your graveyard or back in. So sure, I'll just leave it there, I guess. And that's it for me. Ending my turn.
How dare.
Did I ruin your little strat there? Just slightly?
Maybe. Don't worry about it.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. How much did you just... Wait, aren't some of those you have to... Oh, no, because you already... Okay, how much mana do you have right now? You have 9 mana?
Yeah.
Okay. You're about to...
3 of which is
send-
required for this, and then X is...
Oh, you're doing that? Oh, did you just kill me? Did you just do enough to kill me?
No, not quite.
Okay.
So I can choose one, so I can either draw 6 cards,
Okay.
or I can invoke the Fire Mine to deal 6 damage to any target.
Including me, 6.
Yes.
Okay, and what's it gonna be? What the fuck? What's it gonna be? You have 6 cards. I mean, do you... Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna... Actually...
No, you should... No, well, okay.
Because you can still block that, right?
I don't know if I can
It says
block that. Is this a creature?
It's a spell.
No, I can't block a spell, babe.
Oh. Oh,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, then
Great.
go ahead.
So I'm down to 1. 1. Literally hanging on by a thread. Okay, you can discard that. Thanks. You got anything else there? Pursuit?
Well, you ruined my moment because that one, when I cast an instant or a sorcery, he gains whatever mana I used to summon as attack.
Oh, so he would have had 6 attack?
Yeah.
And then you could have attacked with him.
Yeah.
So I literally just delayed my death by 1 extra turn. Okay. Is that it?
Yes.
All right, so on tap, draw. Still only have... I'm literally fucking dealing with format. You realize, had I had more islands, more lands, this would have gone a little better for me. I mean, okay. There's not much I can do with just 4 islands, unfortunately. Like, I can't cast most of these. This is literally all I can do. So
I'm having the opposite problem here, babe.
Yeah, suffering from too much land. So this is another one of those where it's 2, but I can choose. I want to... So I'll just do whatever. 1 blue, 1 black. And then Dimir Guildmage. And he has a couple spells, which I don't have the resources to, so I'm not going to do anything. But I can literally only fucking attack with my 1 guy. I'm just going to do it to do as much damage as I can on the way out. So you're going down to 12. And let me just make sure if there's anything else I can do on my second main phase. I mean, there is. I might as well, right? Because I'm desperate. I have an instant.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to use these 2. It costs 2 islands, so I'm going to use these to do 2 islands. Surveil 2, then choose an instant or sorcery card in your graveyard. You cast that card this turn. If that card would be put into your graveyard, this card exile it instead. Anyway, so Surveil 2. To Surveil 2, look at the top 2 cards, then put any number of them into your graveyard, and the rest on top of your library. So do I want to put any of them and the rest on top of your library in any order? I actually like both, so I'm going to do this. So that's the Surveil. Wait, then choose an instant or sorcery card. Oh, so I did the Surveil. Then choose an instant or sorcery card in your graveyard. You may cast that card this turn. It doesn't say anything about resource, so does that mean I can just cast it? That's how I'm inferring it. You may cast that card this turn. Do I need resource? That I don't know, honestly.
I feel like it would call it out if you did, I think. Because like I have the one that says you may cast this from your graveyard by discarding a card in addition to paying its other costs. I don't know.
Are you taking that as I do or no? It just says you may cast that card.
It says you may cast it, but
Can
does
you
that mean
look...
you don't have to?
I don't know. Do you want to look that up real quick?
What's the name of the card?
Mission briefing. Because if not, then it wasn't pointless because I still surveilled. Yeah, I think that's what he means. I probably do need a resource cost, which if that's the case, I can't even use it. But realistically speaking, yeah, like nothing.
Yeah, people are saying this one.
You do need a resource?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So I still did the surveil.
It says if it didn't require it, it'll actually say you may cast that card this turn without paying its mana cost.
Nice, okay. You know what? That actually makes more sense that they're more explicit than like.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. So I did the surveil, and I did not untap this guy at the beginning of my turn, right? Because I attacked it last turn. Oh no, no, no!
You
That was
just
the second
attacked
main.
me.
That
I
was the
was like,
second.
you just attacked me.
That was the. I forgot. I'm in the second main. So, so that's all I can do then, because I summoned this guy at the beginning. Yeah. So that's it. Right?
Okay.
Ooh, okay. My stomach.
My
It
stomach.
needs McDonald's.
My
Oh
stomach.
my god. It needs something. What? Oh, I'm sorry. Is me having one health not enough for you?
Okay, I need to look up this card just to make sure I'm understanding how it works.
Okay.
Okay. First of all, I'm gonna put that in.
Oh, great.
That's an or.
The fuck?
That's like this one you have, where it's the
Oh,
either
okay.
or.
Mines are called gates.
So basically, the way I'm understanding this
Okay.
is I can cast it from my graveyard by discarding a card in my hand, in addition to paying its mana costs,
Okay.
and then it gets exiled.
That means you can no longer ever use it again. Yeah.
That's fine. So I need. So there's, let's say the blue, and then.
So it says you have to use its mana cost, and what else? The cost of the thing you're using.
I have to discard a card.
And then you're also paying the cost of whatever you're getting.
What?
Let me read it.
You may cast this card from your graveyard by discarding a card, in addition to paying its other costs.
But it says you may play this card from your graveyard. Do you have that card in your graveyard?
Yeah, I just pulled it out of my graveyard.
Oh, so you're doing that to draw a bunch of cards?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can draw 2 new cards.
Got it. And then don't forget to exile it. So the exile, it just goes, yeah.
Okay.
Hurry up.
Oh, okay. So that's specific to artifacts. I can't use that.
Yeah, you have artifacts too, huh? I haven't used a single one.
Okay, so then I'm gonna use. So I've got a blue and a red here. Blue.
I am so. Oh wait, no.
Hey. Focus.
Wait, real quick.
Right.
Artifacts. I'm assuming yours is the one. It says 1, tap, add that. Does that mean it costs 1 to use, or you're getting 1 of any kind, and then when you tap, you get another?
I don't know. This one says replicate.
How do you understand what that's trying to say? Because I literally haven't been playing them because I thought it means you have to use a mana, but then you get 1 of any kind. But now I'm starting to think you actually get 1 of any kind when you play it, and if you tap it, you also get another. Which, if that's the case, I've been fucking myself the whole game.
I don't know.
I think that's what it means. It costs 2 to play, and like, are artifacts permanent? I think they are. I think it's like, okay, we'll have to read it.
What does the little symbol mean?
It means you tap it.
Oh, okay. So I just used.
Holy shit! What is that? Yeah, it means you tap, but remember, it just means when you attack with him, because you have to tap to attack, you also draw a card.
Okay, so whenever I draw a card.
Yeah, so is that it for you?
Yeah.
Cool. On tap, everything. Draw an island. I'm just gonna cast everything because I know finally I can play something. What is that gonna be? This costs 7. Not even close. But this guy costs 3 of any kind, a blue and a black, which I have. Flying, okay. Can't do anything with him right now.
Also flying.
Great. Okay. Why are you like this? Did I do the right thing? Wait, can I do a redo?
No. You let me get. You would
No, just give me a chance. I have 1 life. Just give me a chance, please. Can I just do one thing? Please. This is the only way I can hang in there.
If you let me do the damage that I had done earlier.
Look, just give me this 1 redo. Okay. Okay. You're the best. Okay, so again, 5. 4 of any kind of 1 black.
Where's the book thing? I want to figure out what this means.
Okay, I'm sorry, you're not gonna like this, so I apologize. But
That's not the. This is not the right one.
which one?
The little booklet.
The spell singer?
The little booklet.
Oh, this thing.
Yeah.
All right, babe, are you listening? Because this is gonna turn the tides here.
Even though you technically already lost, but okay.
Let's just say technically I probably already lost. So for intensive purposes, I lost, and this is low key. We're going back in a timeline where I didn't lose.
Okay.
So I cast everything. It's 4 of any and 1 black, right? Ribbon of Night deals. It's a sorcery. Ribbon of Night deals 4 damage to target creature, and I gain 4 life. This feels like hacking. Do you want to do this route, or
Wait, what?
I deal 4 damage to you, to your thing, and I gain 4 life. Look, let's just say you won, and now this
Okay.
is like we're just going on. Because realistically, next turn, I can't attack flying with that, and I can only attack. Literally, next turn you would have won because I can only.
It's fine. Just do
Oh,
what
I
we
don't
do.
even have a flying. So we'll just say you won, and then we're just doing to see like the
Okay.
alternative. Okay, so look, 5, right? 5.
Okay.
So I deal 4 damage to the target creature, so he's dead.
Okay.
I feel like this
Is
is
that a
kind of taken away from your
sorcery?
glory, though.
Is this a sorcery or a creature?
It's a sorcery, but it deals 4 damage to the target creature. No, see, this is fucked up. Do you want to go through the phase where you actually kill me? Then I do this next turn. Is this taken away from your
No,
glory?
it's fine.
Okay. I just feel bad if I actually end up turning it around. I don't know if I will. But anyways, and then I gain 4 life, so I go to 5.
Okay.
And then if I cast the blue, I also draw a card.
Wait, I thought you already used all your mana to summon it.
You know, it says if blue was spent to cast
Oh.
Ribbons of Night, draw a card. And then I am going to attack and deal 5 more damage to you. So you're down to 7, I think. And now we're even.
You done?
That's all I got.
I'm losing it.
Is it not the one you were hoping for?
My hand is all land.
You have the opposite problem. Okay. Well, now I feel bad because I feel like now I'm going to win. So,
I mean, I can't do anything. I literally have a handful of land.
well, okay. So basically, then I win next turn.
Yeah.
So the way I'm going to do it then is like you beat me because literally on the next turn, because I
Had 1 health left and you wouldn't have been able to block me. I mean, technically, I won even before that, babe. Because I
Technically.
forgot to do the damage from that 1
I
card.
know, but I did also technically let you play an instant after you already forgot as well to do that 2 damage.
You
That one
let
time.
me play an instant?
Because the thing you had that did 2 damage every time, you
Well, I
forgot
know,
to do it.
but I
Oh.
played 2 cards, but you only took the 2 damage.
Oh, right.
That's why I was
All right,
saying.
how about we all had a little bit of whatever you want to call them? I don't know. But
Can you see if this was going to be land?
sure. Look, land. No, that's
This
no,
one
that's
is also
land. Look at all this fucking land.
Create a token that's a copy of the target creature you control. That wouldn't have done me any good anyways.
Yeah, but essentially, okay. To sort of like play it back, you had which are the one you had this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what I did is I played Ribbons of Night. I wasn't going to play Ribbons of Night. Instead, I was going to play. Where the fuck was it? Miracle. If you recall, this was what I was actually going to. Oh no, because if I played him, I could have technically defended your guy. So actually, I don't know how it would have went. I kind of fucked the whole thing by
It's
you
okay.
doing that. But yeah, so I think I could have actually replayed. I could have blocked that. See, now I don't even remember how much like health I had and all that.
It was 1. You had 1 health.
Oh right, okay. Okay, well we'll redo another one, but I still think you won technically. So that was just an alternative to see like what the rest would have played like.
I need to shuffle better. That was rough.
That was
a
rough.
lot of land, all right in the middle of the deck.
Yeah, and I guess that's it as far as this round. There was gaffes to be had, but it's a learning experience. I mean, right?
Yeah,
Something
and now
like
I can't
that.
wait for Jesse and Jessica to demand we play Magic with them.
Do you think Jesse and Jessica would let slip turns, like if you forgot to declare something or whatever?
I think Jesse would let it happen a little bit while
While
we're getting used to it.
Yeah.
He, generally speaking, when you're new to a game, Jesse is very lenient.
Yeah.
Would he let Jessica get away with it? Absolutely not.
That's hilarious.
He has different standards. As he said recently, she's getting a little too big for her britches, and
Gotcha.
she needs to be taught a lesson.
I think you've mentioned that in the past too.
Yeah.
But yeah, these decks actually are a little bit more complicated. I forgot about all the extra bullshit and like the token creatures and the copy tokens. So
And whatever artifacts are.
artifacts, yeah. I should have, but they're just these ones are not set up. So that's why I was like, oh, I counted each of these two. They already had 60, so I was like, oh,
I can
perfect.
pretty much guarantee Jesse has decks, like multiple decks set up if we
Yeah.
ever. And I'm sure he has like basic ones and like more intense ones too.
We should definitely try with some of his as well. Because these you buy them pre-made, right?
Mhm.
And it's got some of the newer stuff. Yeah, I gotta look because see, and no, the ones I got, like the green one, right? Because if you look, this was a pre-made one. Now look, it had swamp and grass, and then where's the other one? This was a pre-made one that had plains and mountain or whatever. And these were also 60 because that's initially what we used to play. And that is more simple. It didn't have the artifacts and the tokens and all that. It's just, again, they're in here and they're also in here. So there's just a bunch that, I need to make like 60 decks of.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll figure it out. But overall, like, what are your, was it as bad as you're expecting or actually not that bad? It was a little worse because of the tokens and artifacts and stuff. But aside from that, what did you think?
I mean, that's fine. I could see getting into it if I had like more time and
Yeah.
maybe started with something a little more simple.
Yeah,
but,
that
like,
was my bad.
the
I
problem I
forgot.
think is there's just things that's like, oh yeah, I know what all this is now, and then
But
weird terms will come up, and I'm like, I don't know what that means.
they're usually really not. They're usually not there. That's why I'm like, well, shit, because you can see here, this is literally you
Like
got
the
the basics, yeah, which are much easier to keep track. You didn't have the tokens and the replications and all the weird, just extra like the surveilling and all that. These are way simpler, which is what I meant to do. I just again forgot those decks were like the newer ones or whatever. But we'll go from there. Maybe we'll do another round at this, but overall,
I'm sure we could also buy like pre-done decks that are
We
like
definitely
only have
can.
the basics of the basics.
we definitely can. We should do that next, maybe like a round 2 with like the basics.
Yeah.